all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Demise, Rise of the Kutan. We're going to be continuing our adventure here with our full party, you know? We got our human working their way through a little magi, although we're going to switch them off from that pretty shortly. We have our nice elf working their way through sorcerer. We've got our giant warrior bruiser, who's become a real Oni over time. We got our dwarven warrior just doing their best thing, leveling to infinity. But yeah, we're gonna continue exploring and leveling up. Now, one thing I will note is we actually had gotten like a Codex of Restoration from another character, and I've transferred it over, and you know, I'm gonna switch this one around and get that in our pool. So I figured I'd wait till we were on stream for that. So now we've got Restoration, which is a stronger healing spell. And I guess if we're switching around to do that, we might as well turn in our various spell books to where they go. Let's get them back to Magi and equipped again. Cool. So we are all set for this adventure now. So one thing I will do is get our spells in line. And you know, I'm gonna go look to see how that healing spell is doing, because this one is at 4. This one's at 14, so it's not quite worth using it. So if we look at it, this is a 40-13 versus a 15-6. So it's worth about 3 times the cost, but it's currently sitting at a little bit over that. So it's like 3.5 times the cost currently. So once it goes down to like maybe a cost of around like 10 or so, then it will be worthwhile to add into the lexicon. But one thing I gotta do is keep track of which spells I have for which ones, so. Because, like, multiplayer, I did set up a bunch of, like, spell resists, so. Okay, so I have it listed for my own sake here. Okay. Alright, so basically I had to make a listing for myself so I'd be able to actually use these effectively. Because I actually set up a spell casting script because like it's pretty complex to actually cast spells that way. So the most important thing is to make sure you have the right characters set up before using it. So in this case, starting with our Magi. Then we move on to our Explorer. Get our Sorcerer in the mix. There we go. I think we have all of our stuff good to go. Let's just do a check on our characters, make sure we didn't overlook anything. I think we're doing okay. Alright, so let's make sure that this is set up. So, anytime I do adjustments, I will take a few minutes till I get recentered in and make sure that my changes make sense for me too, you know? Not just for everyone else to see, but you know. So I did also make another change. I made a spell that makes it so that when I want to, I can just heal whoever I have selected last without having to go through all the menus. So it'll be a little faster for that too. So I'd say a good portion of playing this game is just figuring out how to make it work effectively for you, you know? Like, cause, you know, there's a lot going on in this game. So, whatever system you develop that makes it work out better for you, that's what I recommend you use. Cause it's a long adventure. If you get caught in the weeds, it's gonna be real slow. Whatever makes it tolerable, that's how you make it in this world. The problem is if I bring these guys along, they're gonna die, so. Eventually I'll compile a list of who I want to bring with me, and then I will start collecting them. Like, I will eventually start actually filling out the bestiary properly. It's just, at this level, it's not really worth pursuing for the most part. We'll get there. We'll all get there in the end. Cool. Well, now that I have most of the spells, I've got a little less reason to go clearing my way through heaven constantly, unless I do think I need a little easier of a fight. So I'm probably gonna bypass that in favor of the deep now. And I will probably tweak these casting spells because they could probably be a little faster. I gave them a little leeway because sometimes it doesn't come up immediately, so I'll figure out whichever like settings work, you know. I mean, I'm sure there are a few spells that we've missed. Like, I can think of at least one. We don't have life domination, but I think I have to be on, like, floors 28 and 29 for that one anyway, so there's no particular rush for it, if that makes sense. We're gonna be deep anyway, so it's fine to start working in that direction a little bit more. Sure, I got my ideas in right. Yeah, I've changed up a few things. I've been playing a few other games lately. And, you know, I'm getting back into it. Probably been maybe a week. Wow, how scared do they have to be to run from us? This guy's a pretty high level too. Alright, I understand. I don't need to bypass literally everything going on, but I will be not clearing this room. I will just be turning around and going down things. We'll kill a couple of centaurs and dragons if they're standing right next to me. Because they do give good gold, you know? Their drops are pretty good too. I don't need to clear all these elementals. So maybe I'll just clear my way over to like this layered big boy right here. You know, we don't have a reason not to go by and at least clear a couple things down the way. But after clearing the water area, we're gonna skip down to where the dragons are. Then work our way up and around to get the spellcasters above, you know. The huge. Yeah, a decent number of the characters are already ready for pinning. That's pretty good. Are we even gonna make it to the troll? I mean, the ogre dude over here. I don't even know if we are, but you know, it's okay if we don't. Well, that's two of us pinned. This might be the time. Yep, we're going. Bam, new level. Cool, that's all sorted. So we only have 3 more levels to get for Magi, and then we're gonna switch off. So that's our current goal. Sorcerer doesn't have an end goal because they have all of our resist going up, so we're just gonna kind of stick with them until they start having a lot of trouble, you know? But for reference, 139 is going to be an upgrade level, so they will get some better gear at that point at least. Okay, so let's cast our spells. We are good to go. Pop it out, make sure it still makes sense. Good. Okay, so you can bring us to your portal. So left was deeper and the other one was back to town. Yeah, let's get out of that room. That was the same problem we had last time where we got murdered by a bunch of Ice Lords. We're gonna go back and kill them, but now that we're not trapped in the room because we had room to get out, it's gonna go better. I didn't expect a really strong layered monster to pop in, and not layered, a lower level monster to just be there and wreck us, so, you know, let's go get our revenge. Might have good loot. Other things we're gonna do are Worded Death. I'm gonna get cause fatal wounds. We're gonna get, well, you can cast it twice. Let's do that. Okay, let's make sure everyone's targeting someone useful for themselves. That's not head, because like the head's not that dangerous. Because you'll see, you'll see. It's fine, it's fine. All right, let's get going. Yep, see, we did it. Oh, this is much less dangerous. Okay, so it was Ice Lords that were the problem. I didn't turn around to look, I just ran out. That's actually not too bad. Alright. Fair enough. We'll accept it. We're gonna get harassed by some birds, but we're gonna fight them. Yep. As you can see, that wasn't too much trouble. Now we're gonna kind of wander around and try to kill anything useful. Eventually our characters will get better at fighting these stupid Kulak warriors. It's gonna take a while though. We are getting a few good hits in now and then, so it's going a little better, you know. Always the birds, you know? Ooh, spicy. Alright, let's not too shabby.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll be back to this corner anyway, like... We're gonna take a lap around and try to get the, other stuff going on the previous floor, so... I mean, if we just clear here, we will pin out really fast, which is cool. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. But I'd rather get the other areas down so that our future runs can go downward rather than upwards, so... Let's go try to clear the mythic area and then head up. But it's fine if we pin fast, you know? Won't be sad about it. Because while I suspect that we want to go deeper for the new content, this is probably where we want to fight to get those blessings of Morash. Because there's a lot more mythicals on this floor, and undead, as far as I've seen. Yeah, mythicals, and... Also, we need to kill spellcasters. These guys can drop our missing spell books. I don't think they drop from the ones that were in the other one, because I think what we're missing is a grimoire. Which is a higher level one. It's gonna be the grimoire for life domination is what I'm currently looking for.
Cool.
I do suspect that Oni is going to pin really, really fast. These teeny tiny little like displacers are really funny to me.
Cool.
Yeah, I suspected you'd be pinned. Oh, well. I guess we'll bail and come back around. We'll do a loop. Alright. Okay, training fast is its own reward, I guess. Cool, so 2 more levels and we've started on this. 1 more level for Sorcerer. Let's take a quick peek, see if there's what's going on in here, see if there's something that might help us. Coming up. A lot of mid-level rewards, I guess. That's cool. So we are going to just pop back in and head into it. So, starting with you. Cool. Now we are settled in. Let us return back to here. Let's pop it out, make sure it makes sense. Blammo, blammo. We are good. Cool. We are back here. I guess we'll go this way instead.
Cool.
We'll blast it down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna start considering putting on some easier stuff to kill them. That costs a lot, so I need something that's a little bit more affordable. Ah, you're gonna kill someone. Yeah, I can't help it at this point. Yeah, I was too busy looking. I wasn't watching. I was looking at my stuff, but we won. We weren't gonna not win. All right, let's solve this. Let's get our friend out. You know. I think it might be a good idea just to reset, you know, like get us all rejiggered. It's probably faster than trying to recast for a single person, although I could probably reconfigure something for that, and I probably should. But I'm not going to do it immediately. Yeah, the thing is that we're just not like fully like set up for that. So let's take care of that now. Let's figure out what we want to actually cast on monsters that are being like that. So what's fun is that it's actually this character that's best off for dealing with that, but unfortunately they don't regenerate spells quite at the rate where it would be super useful. But you know, if we wanted to, we could start speccing into it. But let's go back and see what we do have. Six, 9. This could be an interesting idea. This one might actually be a good choice. Let's actually put that in here. Where do I want this to be, though? Okay, let's do that. So that's on number 6. So let's like start solving our problems that are a little annoying, you know, that's all. That's all I want to do. Sorry for the maintenance, guys. You got sometimes I didn't make like that strategy before this, like. I mean, I've noted it's been a problem, but I thought I'd just level up where to depth, and we will get into that, but, you know. For now, having something a little better for dealing with that specific problem for a while might be better. Then we will work our way up and get the spells from, we'll go fight those spellcasters above, and then we'll head deep. Nah, I destroyed our bracers. That's okay, we got more. But we'll have to remember to buy more. We are going to kill them before they do much to us, because now we're draining them each round. The problem is we couldn't sustain Word of Death. It just costs too much right now. But this one we can just keep casting. There we go. We made it here finally. We are gonna have to kill these guys to get lower anyway, so let's sort them out.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's start moseying our way down.
No, there's some real dangerous stuff this way, so we gotta be ready for that, but... You know, we're gonna be okay. This is an anti-magic room, my friends. You're not gonna like being in this room. So we could easily fight here. We could also dip down here and see what's going on down here. I don't know like how big the difficulty increase goes, but you know, it didn't seem too extreme last time I was here. It seemed like some of the same monsters there, so maybe it's a little more graduated. The area seems a little bit smaller, a little bit too, so I'm gonna dip down here and see what we think. You're breathing on us. You're not a diamond one, what are you? Oh, it's a nice golem. Okay, that makes more sense. Now we do not really know what's going on specifically here. A lot of giants right here, though. Yeah, they got no chance of being opened by us. Okay. Understood. So this room is sorted. Other than whatever's over here. So we'll...
Cool.
These don't seem to be especially dangerous to us. I'll accept it. Not too shabby. We are getting a decent amount of experience for round 2, so... Okay. So there is a way in from above. This doesn't seem to allow me into it, so... Okay, so we can get into the cages. Is what it looks like. There seems to be something else going out with the middle, though. It seems to have a way in from above. Like, I don't trust these not to have secret doors, so I'm gonna have to check everything. This is clearly gonna be one, and I think it's, yeah. I suspected.
Cool.
Hmm. So they both pinned out. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's level up. Let's go back in and keep looking. Oh, hey, another ring of recuperation, huh? That's actually good for us. Let's put that away. Let's... figure out what we want to do here. I think we can upgrade the sash at least. So that's not going to be for a while. That's 222. But, you know, and as exciting it's out there, there would be 206 for this. That would be 233. So let's go look at what upgrades we could do, because I do remember there were some that we could do. So let's come examine that. It's not this one, although this one is also coming up. Same with this. I think this one's a little later too. I don't think that's actually an upgrade for our situation, unfortunately. That one's 167. We could wear a better one of these, I think, soon. So that's coming up as well. Oh, that's right. You did lose in this. Let's fix that for you. Good thing I remembered that. Were they equipped? Yeah, they're equipped. Okay. I was worried that I'd forgotten something, but you could definitely wear this. Let's put this in our pocket for now. Let's get that going. Cool. That's at least an upgrade. I'll accept it. Let's see what's going on here in the tavern. Nothing I need currently. Okay, that's fair. Anything new here? Nope. Okay, let's go down and do a quick level up. As I don't think this one's gonna take very long. Damn, let's pop it out. Let's see what's going on with that. That's fine. Okay, then we're good. So it does seem like the other ways down are going to be more fruitful for us, but we are going to at least explore this little corner. You know, like, that's fine. Could you suspect that the way to the next area is through there, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's... Oh, there was a stair. Okay, there was a doorway up there. Okay, we didn't take that. That's fine. That's totally fine. I got so caught up with these cage things that I forgot there might be other ways in. These cages seem to be centering around insects for the most part. So that's interesting. They are a pretty good experience though, so I'm not going to complain. Except, even though the warriors are a good experience too, they definitely are a little annoying to kill currently. Okay. Yep, I need to make sure I go into those cages and step on all the squares. I don't know if I actually did that, so let's not, like, forget to do that kind of thing. That way we know at least that we've done that. Quest items can be anywhere. And well, eventually we'll just be, like, leveling in these places. I'm exploring currently, which is a different, like, mindset. Well, we'll let the cutscene play out. As you can see, our resists are going up pretty good. Like, we've already gotten our electric and mind resist cast up to 78%, which is actually not too shabby. Fire is going to take a lot longer, it always does. This is the slowest one, but in overall sense, it is progressing relatively quickly. But yeah, no, how long this takes is going to depend a lot about how many midges we get. Nah, they gave us the actual queen. We haven't actually faced a queen yet. No, it wasn't even that tough, unfortunately for it. Well, it's dead as hell.
Bye-bye.
So tragic. Let's make sure I stepped on all of them. As you can see, that room was sorted. Oh, that's right, there's probably stuff to do over here, too. There's a big room in the... There's a big space in the middle there. So that's interesting. I think this place is going to take a really long time to map out because of just how slow it is to fight some of these monsters. But you know, we're going to do it. I didn't actually mean to skip by some of that, but it's okay. We do have 2 more rooms we could go back to. I kind of forgot that they were probably just hidden doors. So we're gonna go sort that out. Cool. That's how far we've gotten. Now we continue our circle around the edges. Does look like there's a doorway coming up that's not a secret door though, so that might be what leads to the middle. Yep, another Queen Kulak, of course. Fortunately, the queens don't seem to be as dodgy as the Kulak warriors. I think they might be a little overtuned. Oh, never mind. I don't think that leads to the middle at all. I think that's just as another cage they majestically let us into without using a secret door, judging from the shape of how things are. Well, I can't deny that we're getting a decent experience. That is certainly happening, but still seems a little frustrating, unfortunately. Just the Kulaks, though. Man, they are quite sturdy. I'm gonna let us pin on this character too, just to sort it out at an even pace. sure that I've checked each side of this room. Okay, so we have made it this far. Cool. Of course you guys are back. Alright, so let's level up. That's just comical that it gave me the same thing that I'd bought, so making me think I bought it twice, but that's life. Tricking me for no reason. Cool, so we got our goal for this, so, and then we can uncurse our stuff. And we're gonna switch back to a warrior as well. We're just gonna raise our general combat levels for a while. Because we're getting Rombo comboed, you know? I think this is a two-handed weapon, right? Let's double check on that. Yep, so we don't need that shield. Seeing if I had another one of the Cloak of the Gods. I don't currently have one. Did I put it in here? Or am I using them all? I am using them all. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to double check what the situation was. Let's sort that out. What I am gonna instead do is give it over this way though. Let's get that here. Oni's fine. That's... what? Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna want a better hat, we're gonna want a better this, and better boots. So you can't use these right now, so you're gonna actually hand them over and they're gonna be swapped around. So we are gonna actually end up buying the next one up if we don't already have one available. Doesn't seem like it is, so we're gonna have to go in and grab that. Oh no, I have it. Alright, did I get rid of my gauntlets? That would be crazy. Maybe I did. Alright. Okay, let's go solve that problem then. Oh, I gave them back? Oh, we were borrowing. That's right, we were low on gauntlets at that time. So it's not that yeah, that's what happened. Okay, as long as I didn't lose them, that's all I care about. I don't think I could do the better thing for them, right? Yeah, no. Okay, then we are outfitted again. Oh, we're in business. Okay. Well, awesome. Thank you all for watching, and we will continue this after a short break. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.